fly girls, fly guys, queens, and kings. What it do, booze? King, you're muted. I don't know if you can hear either one of us at this point because I was just listening to King. We were just talking, and now I can't hear nothing. I tell you what, King, go out and come back in. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Shake your head.
Yes, yes.
There you go.
Okay, my bad. I don't know what happened, but yo, what's
No,
going
no,
on?
it is not a show. Let's what happened.
My
We're not
bad, my bad.
playing that on this show. What's up,
Exactly.
kings and queens?
What's
Could you hear me
happening?
the whole time, King?
Yes, I can hear you the whole time.
Bet.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
then we're good.
yes, yes, we are.
Welcome to another amazing, stop laughing at us, edition of Their POV with Nick and King. We are your hosts. I am Nikki Johnson.
Yes, and I am the King, King Harrington. What it is, what it
With
is.
his peace signs.
Yes, yes. Always, always peace and calmness.
Uh,
Always. I'm sorry, I had to get that one in. It just felt
we're
good.
gonna lie to the people. No,
It
I'm
just
just
it just
kidding.
felt good. It just felt good.
I am kidding. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. How is everyone Sunday? If you are watching, go ahead. Let's start the comments flowing. Let us know
Yes,
that
get it
you're
in.
watching. If you're watching this in the replay, hashtag it replay. But let us know what's going on with you, your Sunday and your weekend. King,
Yes, yes,
tell
ma'am.
us about it.
Hey, it wasn't that. Oh no, let me change that. Saturday is always football day. College, my Georgia Bulldogs, go dogs, did they thing. You know what I'm saying? They beat Arkansas, so that was definitely great. Then we celebrated my cousin Nicole. She's gonna be on tonight. Her birthday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! So we
What's
all,
up, Big Mac? Happy birthday again, baby.
yes, a bunch of the family went to La Cabana, which is a Mexican restaurant, and we hung out, fellowshipped, interacted with each other, had a great time. So, and then today, everybody see them New York Giants beat them Saints. Who that? Who didn't? That's what happened
First of
today
all, it's
in
a lot of.
overtime.
Wait a minute, we got a
I'm
lot of
just saying.
Saint fan loving
Hey,
viewers.
I'm just
You
saying,
might
yo,
have a little
it
smoke.
it is what it is. I'll take the smoke. It is what it is.
Okay.
Overtime, and we handled our business. So that's how
King
my
said,
Sunday
"Bring
went.
him the smoke, my people."
We did
Oh,
it.
oh,
Overtime.
oh.
It is what it is. So,
I gotta check in with I gotta check in with my God, see how they doing because he is a Saints lover. But
uh,
so they won tonight,
yes,
today,
ma'am.
or whatever.
Today, yes. And that was pretty much it. I'm saying? Hey, it was a good day. Today was a good day. So, Nick, how was yours? I know yours is always good. You're always doing something creative and, just nice and peaceful and all that good stuff. But go ahead and give us your, rendition of what happened this weekend on your end.
Thank you, Ice Cube. It was a good day. No barking from the dog.
Okay.
No smog. But I
Okay.
did not have a breakfast with Hawk. Okay, so
There you
my weekend was absolutely incredible. And y'all know Nikki loves her Sunday naps.
Mm,
I had a sexy nap today.
that's what's up.
The nap was so good, I thought it was tomorrow when I woke up.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was like that.
That's
But
a nap for you.
listen, because I don't wait on Sundays to get down on it, I made
Hmm.
a roasted Cornish hen and some
Okay.
cornbread dressing.
Okay.
I didn't like kill it, like go overboard with it.
Hmm.
But let's just say that ate it in my delicious nap today.
No doubt. No
Yes,
doubt.
yes,
That's
it
what's
is.
up. That's what's up.
Yes, it is. We want to say hello to my mommy, my queen.
Hello. Hello,
Good
mama
afternoon to
moms.
you, moms.
Yes, good afternoon, Queen. Good afternoon.
And I love it that you're on. My mama had eye surgery on Friday. Let me tell you
Mm,
how gangster she is.
okay.
Who has eye surgery? And then sends me a text message talking about I'm at Walmart.
Ooh, alrighty then.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, but there's more. Then she proceeded to cook because it's my older sister's birthday this weekend. And she
Okay.
proceeded to cook for the party.
Wow, that's some gangster
I'm
stuff
just
there.
saying,
That's that
she's
OG.
gangster.
That's that OG gangster.
Yeah,
OG Triple G.
that part, that OG Triple G. Because you know people nowadays, they get a headache and they like, Lord,
Oh yes,
I'm
they on the
dying.
couch. They on the
Child, she
couch.
had surgery at
Yeah.
Walmart.
Oh, okay. I'm glad she made it through with no problem.
Yes,
Everything
she
good.
did. God is good.
That's all
What's
the
up,
time.
Robert? Good
What's
evening
up,
to
Robbie
you, and
Rob?
God bless you.
What's
What's his
happening, man?
name, King? Robbie Rob.
It
And to my
is.
brother, shalom to you too. I love
That's
you,
what's
brother. I
up.
got to see him
Shalom, bro.
FaceTime when he was down there with my mama this weekend.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh, we got some good topics. My mama say, watch it, King. Because she said you was gangster. Mama, you gangster. I'm sorry.
Hey, I mean
Listen,
anybody. I'm saying anytime somebody can walk out and get an eye, you know what I'm saying, and be in Walmart, you know what I'm saying, come on now, and then go cook some groceries.
cooking.
Let's be honest. Let's
Groceries.
be honest.
Groceries.
You know, hey, tell
Seven
her,
layer dips and
hey,
seven
tell,
layer salads. And what is
hey,
she doing?
tell her, get somebody half an agency if they're gonna do that. Thank you. Need I say more? Need I say first of all, they get the eye angel. They ain't trying to come out for 3 days. They trying to have somebody wait on
Mind you,
them.
doctor said you can go right back to work. But they want a whole excuse. I need 3 days.
Days. I need at least 3. You
I
know, I
need
can't. Here they
3
go. I
days.
can't see. I can't see. What is what kitchen?
What I can't.
I can't.
My brother says to tell you made me take my
Oh,
first of
I mean,
all,
he
okay,
said, you
wait a
already.
minute. So we're gonna air all that business, then we're gonna get on. So listen, I tell my mom, because before surgical procedures, you don't
Mhm.
eat. So I told mama, when you come out and you wake up and you hungry,
Right.
make my brother take you out
Okay,
to
I'll
eat.
get some.
Make him.
Okay.
He's in his feelings because I said make whatever. All
Mm-hmm.
right, we about to jump into these topics.
Woo.
All y'all can see from the title above our heads tonight. We're
Mm-mm.
talking about being out all night.
All night. All night.
Taking a breather, we'll get into that. What do
Mm-hmm.
men want besides sex?
Hey, we.
Listen, I have gotten so many responses to that in my
Mm.
DMs.
Okay.
And even had
Okay.
a conversation with my other brother in Houston about it. So we got a lot of answers we're gonna be talking about. Definitely want you guys to chime in. And we're
Yes.
gonna take it to the throwback. What is something that you got when you were a child that these children today so desperately need, other
Yes.
than a whooping?
Woo. She said other than the whooping. See, that's no one answer. So we know. You know. The number one.
My God, today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go ahead and clear the screen up. And we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna put up our first topic for the day.
Yes.
Ooh. King, do you want to read this one or you want me to read it?
I got you. What would you do if your man or your woman stayed out all night and didn't answer your calls or your text messages and showed up the next morning like nothing was wrong and everything is cool? Mm, mm, mm. Now I'm gonna say that one more time. What would you do if your man or your woman stayed out all night long and didn't answer your calls, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 calls, your text messages, about 5, 15, 20 of them,
Mm, mm,
and
mm.
showed up the next morning like, hey, baby, what's going on? Breakfast ready?
I
I'm just
almost
saying.
choked on my
I
own
know you
share.
did. I know you did. I'm just saying. But hey, that's how some
All
brothers,
night long.
you know what
No
things,
call.
you know
No
what it comes.
text. Shh.
Hey, everything that comes to me when I think about that subject is it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Come on.
I'm
It
just getting in.
is. Oh, because you're gonna tell us about one of your stories too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it a little bit. I'll tell you about that one evening or one night that I had a problem. One morning,
One
excuse me.
night only. Listen, you got one night
Mm-mm.
to do that. Listen, so we want to hear your comments.
Yes, please,
We want to hear your
please.
comments. Huh, King,
Yes, ma'am.
your woman stays out. Well, you don't
Hmm.
have a woman, you got a wife. Your
Right.
wife stays out all night. Not only does she not call or text you,
Mm.
y'all haven't discussed this thing,
At all.
but when you call and text her, it gets Nathan. Absolutely nada.
Not a thing.
What are your thoughts? What do you say? Oh, wait. When she strolled back in the door,
Right.
you're like, hey, babe.
I think at that point, I think she done lost her mind. She is really on some stuff. At that time, when she walk in that crib at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Whatever time it's the AM and it's light outside, I think she has really purely lost her mind. That there's some, I don't know what she took or what, what in the
What you
universe,
own, boo?
when the universe came down and got in her head. I don't know. But for her to think she can walk into the crib like everything is copacetic, she got some serious issues. And we're gonna have to definitely take care of that right then and there. Now I'm not gonna be hostile. I ain't the kind of brother that throw your clothes out. I ain't the kind of brother that, what I'm saying, mess up your car,
You're
break
not
your
gonna be
phone.
Bernadette, right?
Not gonna be doing that. So we're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna have to really talk about what made you think and all your grownness and all your marriage bliss that it was okay for you to walk up in our house, because I ain't gonna be like mine, in our house
Mm.
at this time in the morning and think that it's all good.
And think that everything's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, you know,
Yeah, because the earth made a whole rotation.
a whole
He didn't come
rotation.
home.
You know what
It
I'm
was a
saying?
whole rotation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The
So
moon,
yeah,
the stars,
I,
everything
I'm.
is
I mean, I think you really can't even prepare yourself, depending on, especially when it's the brother that's at home and the wife. That's the thing, because I don't know how that would be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Because I never had to deal with that. But
right.
yeah, I can just. I mean, first of all, I can imagine myself being up 2 and 3 in the morning, and I'm sitting. And
Mm,
then two, I'll probably be outside. I'm riding around, wondering what's going on, because you ain't, like you said, you ain't responding to none of my texts. You ain't
mm.
responding to none of my phone calls. You ain't called me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm outside, I'm looking, and I'm wondering what the. Now she left about 7 or 8 o'clock this evening, talking about she hanging out with her girlfriends. And then, I'm wondering, okay, I'm thinking two, I give you 2 or 3. That's basically the best, you don't got in. I even give you a little something that you got something to eat. Y'all went to the Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Y'all went to the Waffle House. 4 or 5 o'clock is hitting. I'm like, what the 6 o'clock? I'm like, what? 7 o'clock. I'm sitting there steaming. I'm outside under my car porch. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm sitting in my
No, not on the carport.
in the car porch in my chair, waiting for you to pull up. I'm talking wait, got me some coffee. I'm waiting for you to pull up.
Coffee steaming, and so are you.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, like, what are you possibly going to tell me why you driving up in this driveway at
I'm
8 or 9 o'clock?
I need to see hospital discharge papers.
Something, hey,
And
something.
and there was no way possible for you to use your nurse's phone, the hospital room
Phone,
phone.
exactly.
Every
Any of that.
phone in the hospital was broken.
Any of
Your
that.
cell phone's lost. You have no
Any of that.
idea. And
Yes.
these are legitimate discharge papers.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, what?
It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a real
And I'm
problem.
hiding it because the person that asked this question didn't
Mhm.
even say they left for work.
Right.
Come on to the
Just,
next day. We just assuming you just went out in the
that's what I'm thinking.
evening.
Yeah,
That's the
that.
assumption. But what if it was more? So here's the thing, King. Is it even okay?
It's not okay. Bottom line, no. Bottom line,
Absolutely
no.
not.
Absolutely.
Not. And
There's
for
no. Yeah.
me, I think I'd be so irked. My mom on here, so I won't say.
Right. I know what
I'd
you're
be
saying.
so irked.
Yes.
Because knowing me, I'm gonna go through all this worry, right? Because
that's the main thing. Yeah. That's the main thing, the worrying.
Go through the worry.
Yeah.
Is your car somewhere in a ditch?
Exactly. You ain't responded. Cause that's the thing right there. You ain't responded. You ain't told me nothing. So like you said, even if you was going out, like you said, it depends on what time of day. But even if you was going out, and so I'm thinking 8 o'clock. So I'm not even really. I'm not even even checking for you. 12, 1 o'clock. I'm not even checking for you because I'm thinking you and your girl's kicking it. But like I'm thinking 3 o'clock, 3:30. I expect you to hit me up saying, "Yo, baby, I'm on my way home." Because I'm still up because I can't. Ain't no way I can sleep and get in my bed and not wait for you to come through that door.
Right.
So by this time, yeah, by this time, a concerned husband anyway, okay, as myself. But I'm thinking, okay, 4 o'clock hit. Now I'm getting concerned. And now I'm calling. Okay, it's going to voicemail. I'm texting. I'm not getting no response. So 4:30, 4:35, 4:50. So I'm hitting you. I'm like, okay. See, now that's what I'm saying. I'm about to leave the house, and I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So I ain't been to sleep, mind you. You already know I ain't been to sleep.
Listen, you can hear the neighbors going to work now.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Nicole. Nicole made it. She's in the building.
Yeah, Nick,
Happy
what's going on?
Again, sweetheart.
What it is. Yeah.
So for those that are just tuning in, don't forget to share, please.
Yes, please.
We are talking about the topic: can your man or woman, husband, wife, whatever, can they stay out all night, not call, not text, not respond to your call or text messages, and come home the next day like it's cool?
Like everything.
Is that cool with you?
Exactly. Let us know. Because I always told you, like I was talking to my wife, I said, when watching them, you watch some of those court shows and you watch, like Cheaters, and they be talking about, yeah, they're coming for 2 days. Well, I'll be like, how did they get away? I'm like, I can't even fathom if I could try that and see what happens besides being on homeless or knocking on one of my cousin's door to stay at their house. So I'm thinking,
stick with homeless.
Exactly. Okay, probably homeless.
I'm thinking, stick with locks change.
I'm thinking, like, what? How do they do that? How are you able to stay out all night, come home, and it's all good? She might say a little something if she say something. but you good. Because they be talking, even the women said, yeah, he just stayed out all night long and came in like everything was okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
but he's still here talking. I mean, yo, I'm like, yo, I said, I would like to try that, but then I don't want to try that. You know how that goes. You want
Right.
to get that
Now,
business.
here's the thing. Somebody tried it. And
Yes,
there
yeah.
was
And they
no repercussions, promise you.
exactly,
But I'm
exactly.
gonna keep it a whole buck, a whole hundred. Like in my younger days,
Mm.
I think I was like 27. I was in a relationship like that with somebody, my son's father.
Y'all were living together?
Yeah.
And you came.
Listen, the bro left with the diaper money. Supposed to be going to go get diapers.
Right.
The baby was on the last diaper. So I'm
Ooh.
waiting. So mine was, hold on, we'll get to yours. Mine was elevated. Because, okay, I don't went from being worried about you to
Right.
I'm really, my mom on here, I can't say, I'm really hurt because you got my diaper money and my baby don't have no diapers.
Diapers.
I'm
Ooh.
using towels,
Ooh.
t-shirts.
Oh
I have
man.
no diapers. We're talking about infant child. They use it quite
The
often.
bathroom, yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Quite often.
say. 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, up in that little, yeah, maybe an hour, but yeah, they constant. Yeah, they
That part. That
yeah.
part. So next up was my ex-husband. Now, my elevation in my mental had
Mhm.
I'm a little bit more mature. Not really, but my sister and I, my younger sister and I, we got in the car and we're looking for him. It was a whole nother city. It was a whole
Ooh.
goose chase because family members, they'll lie for you. Nah, family members will lie for you. Yeah. So they were like, oh no, he was at cousins. You know, you go down there street Jamaica. So we did. He ain't been here. I heard he was at. So we went there. Yeah, it was one of the. This woman here,
Wow.
45 years old, she does none of that.
Wow.
She does none
Yeah.
of that. Her vetting process is better. Not saying that, you know, her relationship I've been in has worked, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not doing
crazy.
that. Those are things that you, first of all, hopefully you had a whole bunch of conversations about. But if you're
Yeah.
picking the right person, you shouldn't have to.
Right. Right.
However, but you know what the consequences are before you do it. Why? What
Yeah.
grown person having a sleepover with somebody
You
and you
said
got a house on?
sleepover. You said sleepover. Yo, that's
Right,
crazy.
we have a house. Why you spend the night at your homeboys? Or
Yeah.
you're at your homeboys? Well, you know the saying ain't nothing open.
Exactly. But
It's 2 o'clock.
restaurants, and yeah, those
You
things.
know. So what you ain't got at home though is you got to be out there in the streets. And here's the
Mm.
thing, boo. Remember the other show we had last season? We were talking about a boy that was an hour and 16 minutes late, and with no calls,
No,
no answer.
yes.
We're together.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
married. We live
Exactly.
together. Whatever we doing,
Right.
the sun, the moon, everything that rotated 24 hours, and you are not
That's crazy.
home. And when you come home, you come in the house like, hey,
What's up,
babe.
baby? What's going on? You know, I bought some
You got
orange
a
juice because I know
job?
you probably. I bought some orange juice because I know you probably gonna cook some breakfast. You know
Who?
what I'm saying?
Oh, you got the nerve to ask for breakfast. Listen, King.
I'm just saying when you that confident and you can
I
stay there all
wouldn't
night.
listen. I wouldn't eat my cooking.
But nigga, I'm saying if you can stay there all night long
I
and come in with
understand
that attitude that
that
hey, it's all
part.
good. You gotta feel that hey, she ain't gonna poison me. That's the last thing on mine. I'm like,
Who
dude.
said something about poison? All I'm saying is, now y'all know me. I wouldn't do that.
I'm just saying whatever. But for you to come in with that kind of attitude, thinking, yeah, hey, ain't no big deal. I'm grown. This is my house. I can do what I want to. I'm like, dang, dude.
Listen, that ain't happening. You got a story you gonna share with us, and we're gonna get to the comments first.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to stay tuned for that. Sam says if you punch in like you have a third shift, you might as well get all your stuff together and get that overtime. That part.
For
You don't
real.
need to take all your stuff with you though.
Yeah, definitely.
Go third shift that at the house, wherever you were overnight. I need you to tell them that you're coming back.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm gonna make you feel like it's okay.
It's okay.
That part.
Yeah, definitely.
That part. My brother said, "Tell hell no." No, she couldn't walk in because the door would not only lock, brother.
Yeah. I wouldn't change the lock, Nick. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't change the lock because we got to talk. But I mean, you can't get like you said. As far as getting in, it's only when you probably got in because I was in the bathroom. No, because I locked the door anyway, and so I probably
You're
locked the door.
visually at the door watching.
Yeah, I'm there, so
You're at the
I can't
carport.
yell. I'm on the car porch. You got to pull up in the yard, and I'm there. So
Yeah.
it ain't no. Don't worry about using your key because you got to get to the door. You won't get to the door because I'm outside. So yeah,
But the
that's
crazy
crazy.
thing is you said it correctly. Like if you watch enough of those court shows and bump the court shows, just
Right.
let's talk about the people that I mentor and counsel. Like
Right.
all jokes aside,
Mhm.
there's so many people going through stuff like that. And there are people who are in the relationships that get to a point where they make statements like, I don't even worry about them, I just go to bed.
Wow.
Like
That's
they sleep
crazy.
peacefully now because they've been through it so much. But
Right.
the question is why do you not think you deserve better than that? Why is that okay? And a lot of the times it's because they don't want to lose that person. But the
Yeah.
thing is you don't technically have them though.
You don't. Not when you can do stuff like that. Not when they can do stuff like that. That's okay to stay out 24 hours, however long, and here you are wearing your brains out, wondering that they alive, and they like cool come in like, hey, hey, you know what I'm saying?
No regard
Chilling.
to your feelings
None.
whatsoever. That's
None.
crazy. Nicole said there's absolutely nothing to talk about. That part. Your actions said enough. There's consequences for every action.
Most
So,
definitely.
King,
Yes. Yeah,
tell us how
okay.
you got broke up from that.
Yo, y'all, this. Oh my God, this goes back in the '90s. My wife that I have now, we was actually dating. So I stayed in another county, and I had an apartment, and she would come over on the weekend sometimes, and she had a key to my apartment. So this particular weekend, me and my boy Wayne, God bless his soul, you know, he ain't with us no more. We was hanging out, me and a couple of other guys. So now, mind you, y'all, I already told her we done talked about I'm gonna hang out. You know, I was gonna come in at least by 3 o'clock. That's usually the cool, you know. So, night goes. So I say about 10 minutes to 3 or something like that. I actually call her to let her know, yo, I won't be home at 3 because Wayne's car, we had some problem with Wayne's car. So look for me about 3:15, 3:30. Okay. So I get home about that time. I put my key in the door. I open the door and the chain stops the door. I'm like, okay, why the chain on the door? I look through the crack. She's sitting on my couch and she's talking to me through the door, y'all, telling me, you said you're gonna be home at 3. I said, I called you and told you. I don't care. That ain't what we discussed.
That
We
part.
discussed 3 o'clock. I'm like,
Mm.
but it's my house. It's my apartment. She's like, I don't care.
Because did,
You
did
said
King make that clear at the beginning of this story that it was technically his apartment?
yes,
She
it was
was
my
there
apartment, y'all.
visiting.
She
She
was
was waiting
visiting.
on him to come back.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there talking to her, y'all, through the door for at least 10 minutes at my apartment because I called and said I was gonna be late. But yet she said, because you said 3 o'clock. You didn't come home at 3. That's where our problem was at. So you can only imagine, y'all, me walking up in my crib at about 7 o'clock in the morning. She probably would never came to the door. The chain would have been on there. I'd have been talking. She probably been still asleep. Because she
Your
definitely
stuff
wouldn't
may
let
have
me
been
in.
outside your door. May
Yeah,
have
y'all.
been.
Now that'd have been a whole nother conversation because you'd have put my
It
stuff
may
outside
have
my
been.
apartment, we would have had a problem. Now I
But you
understand
know,
that
but you know what I love though, King? From Giddy Up, that standard was set. Now, how many times after that did you do that?
not one.
That part.
Not one.
That part.
But I
Hello,
still
Arnold.
but still, Nick, I still understand that because I did call. See, like we were talking about this dude ain't called. He ain't made no text,
That
he ain't
part.
answered texts and stuff. And I was on like 20 minutes.
But
But I
peep this though. Peep this though. And hello, Taj, Unique, and William. Yours, excuse me. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing the video. And those who have not, please do. Here's the thing though, King, and I get where you're coming from. You did let her know, but she had to set a standard. And if that was her standard, obviously you were cool with it because y'all are married today, 5 years in,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
But the
Oh
thing
yeah.
is we don't set these standards or expectations in relationships at the beginning because you're afraid to lose somebody. She was in your crib setting a standard.
Mm.
Hey, the girl, I wish you were on. I would bounce you now because that's what you should do. I'm not saying be unreasonable,
Right,
right? I'm
right.
not saying be unreasonable, but an action like that, it could have been. Maybe there was nothing wrong with the car. You just wanted some extra time out.
Oh,
That's you know,
believe
some
me,
people
I hear
just
you.
come with some stuff.
Right,
It
I
could have
feel
been
you.
that. It could have been in her mind. You know what? If I don't do something about this now, I'm gonna be getting phone calls like this all the time. I'm not doing it. So your
Gotcha.
decision would have been, well, you know what? You get out my house. We're
Yeah,
done.
right.
And
That's
in
true.
each case, you would have won because if you can't live up to that, well, she's gone anyway. But she won in the end because again, y'all are married in 5 years in. So we want to hear from you guys in the comments. Is this okay with you? Would you have locked King out too? I would like to hear that
Oh,
answer.
really?
If
Really?
King was yours, or if this is a situation where you were with a woman and that happened, would you have locked her out of her own crib? That was priceless. I love it. Now you have one more though.
Mm.
You gonna share that one?
Oh yeah. Yo. Yeah, this was funny. This was funny. Okay, so this is a totally different woman. So me and some partners, we hanging out.
He
Well,
make it
let me
funny.
tell
You
you.
remember the episode of Martin? Gina,
So
you
this
going to open the door? You going to open the door? Go
so
ahead.
this is what happened. Um, Talked to my girl. I said, "Yo, me and some my partners are hanging out," and she said, "Okay, long as I said, what time I got to be home?" She said, "Long as you get home before I got to go to work." And I don't know if she meant that um realistically or trying to be trying to be funny. But anyway, we goes out, we hang out, we hitting like two or three different clubs, you know what I'm saying? And this, we having a ball. Next thing I know, y'all, because I took my car over to my partner's house and we all rode with my other partner to where we went. So we had to go back to his house to pick up my car so I could drive home. By the time I got home, y'all, it was like 5:36 in the morning. Sun hadn't came up yet, and she hadn't went to work yet because I had to take her to work. So I gets home, y'all. I'm like, okay, I'm a little petro because I'm like, hey, I didn't know it's gonna be this late. But she said before she go to work. So I'm thinking I'm good, really, for what she said. So I come in the house, I step in the house, I take off my shoes, I put my little phone up in the charger. So mind you, she's on the couch. I don't see her. She's laying on the couch. I walk through the living room into the bedroom to look in there and see
He
if she's
trying to
asleep.
creep and tiptoe and she right there on the couch.
So I goes in the bathroom, go use the bathroom because I'm gonna come out and go straight to bed. I came out the bathroom, y'all. She's standing right there. I said, "Ah," like that, and she like started almost laughing. It was dark, so I'm like, "Yo." She said, so what you gonna say? This is what happened, and so she's like, "Okay." So I proceeded to ready to go to bed. She said, "Oh, excuse me, where you going?" I said, "I'm gonna go lay down because you ain't gonna go." "Oh no, you're gonna stay up until it's time for me to go to work." I said, "That's another 2 hours." "Oh well." So I'm sitting on the couch, y'all. So I'm thinking I'm gonna catch some winks on the couch. She's like, "I said, wake up." And she came over there with me, and then I fell asleep. She came in there, threw some water in my face, and so I'm sitting on the couch. So I had to stay woke until at least 8 o'clock. Then I took her to work, and then I came home, and then went to sleep. So believe me, I tell anybody out there, yo, it ain't worth it. Believe me, I'll tell you, that was two different situations, and it ain't worth it. At least I did get in the house without no conversation, but you see what I caught at the end. So you know what? Till this day, y'all, I ain't never hung out past 3 o'clock in the morning, staying with somebody or living with somebody less. I was out of town. You know what I'm saying? I spent the night out of town, something. But as far as hanging out, going somewhere, then coming back 3, 4, 5 in the morning, nah, we ain't relived that one no more.
So we got a comment from Crystal on one of the promos, and Crystal says, only if it's okay both ways. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. Unfortunately, in these situations,
Mm-hmm.
most times it's the men that are doing this. So I asked this
Yeah.
guy that I'm currently, talking to,
Okay.
and I asked him, like, how would he feel? And he was like, what you mean? He's like, will we be married? I was like, yeah. And you out all night, huh? So he automatically like, there's no reason,
Exactly.
none
There's none.
whatsoever. You can't call,
Right.
and I'm
Something.
texting you.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Wait, but I called you. You didn't answer either.
Yeah. Gotta have some response. Some gotta
That
be. Yeah.
part, that part.
Gotta
So
be. Yeah.
listen, if it goes both ways, because like you and I discussed doing our business and being king,
Mm.
most men are not gonna have that. They lady cannot be out there and
No,
she's not
no.
responding, she's not picking
Oh
up,
no.
she's not calling. That's gonna be some whole
Oh
issue.
yes.
And then some.
Big
However,
time.
but a lot of men do it. So
They
I
do.
think, and we from jump, excuse me, Patricia says, hey, Patricia, it's all about respect. Absolutely.
Yes.
But
Yes.
from jump, if these standards are set, listen,
Yeah.
if I can't do it, you're not going to do it either.
No
And I
doubt.
have a thing in all relationships I'm in. I don't care if it's business or whatever. I want you to be what you want. If you expect me to be something, please
Right.
make sure you're that.
Exactly.
Please make sure you're that. All right, we're going to keep taking your comments and your opinions on this subject as we go on to number 2.
Yeah.
Fellas, what would be The number one thing that you want from a woman besides sex. What would be the number one thing that you want from a woman besides sex? Got a lot of
I bet
messages.
you did. I bet you
Ooh,
did.
I wrote down the answers that I was getting.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Arnold says, I never did nothing like that. Wife knows what time I'm going to be home when I'm out with my friends or brothers. That part. And like Patricia said, it's all about
Not
respect.
respect.
Don't have
Yeah.
somebody sitting up worrying about you. They done said
Exactly.
about 1,000 prayers to the Lord on your
Mm-hmm.
behalf, and you somewhere on a downstroke or doing.
No, she didn't say the damn
And
stuff.
grown people don't. Why you spend the night at somebody's house? I'm just saying. Why you got to sleep over? Push the rewind button. Who's this man, Nikki? Yeah, Ray, love you. I'm trying to talk to y'all
Yeah.
this weekend, you and your mama. But anyway, we're gonna move forward.
Mm.
Oh, we didn't do our shout outs either.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I thought about that when you said about your little mystery man. But anyway, you can go ahead, please. Mm.
I'm gonna need you and my brother to. Anyway, so back to the question.
Yes.
Fellas, men, we need you guys to chime in.
Mm-hmm.
What is at least one thing
Let
that
them
you
know,
want
brothers.
from a woman
Let them know, brothers. We got
besides
stuff.
sex?
Let them know, brothers. We got stuff. Come on. I need y'all to come through for me because I know I ain't the only one that knows how to say something, and we know that ain't the only thing. We know this, so I need y'all to be to come through and tell the truth. You know,
King is like, come on, we gotta
Yeah,
tell them
definitely, because
it's
you know
something
they
more than
looking.
sex.
They
Arnold
exactly.
says, just look at her without having sex. Okay, so Arnold's like, can you look at her without thinking about the sex thing? All right.
Yeah, but I
That
mean,
was
we.
Arnold. So come on, King, hit us with it. You said it. We gave you a few minutes. You was gonna
Yeah.
lay it out. So
Oh, I'm
hit us
saying,
with it.
you want the understanding. Okay, you want your woman to understand you on all
Mm-hmm.
levels. Okay, you want compromise.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to compromise with me with things that we do. Okay, I want respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't take me for granted. You know what I'm saying? Don't take me as being this bully or whatever like that. There's so many things I can say when it comes to other than sex because I respect women on a whole bunch of other levels compared to sex. Sex to me is the gratification of us being together. That's my rendition of the sex part. So that's why I know there's a lot more to me having a relationship and understand that there's other things besides sex that I like about you that I want from you.
Right, right. And I
So,
respect that, especially being at this season of your life,
mhm.
this chapter of your life. You probably sex was number one back in your 20s and stuff, early teens, not early teens, excuse me,
Late teens,
early
early
young
20s.
adulthood. You
Yeah,
know what
late
I'm
teens, early
saying?
20s.
And now, you've been there, done that. It's all about the quality,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
definitely.
still waiting to hear from some of the brothers in the comments. So I
Yes.
spoke to my other brother in
Mhm.
Houston. Big ups, Chucky. Chucky had a whole lot to say, but his number one was
Mhm.
security.
Okay, I'll give you
He
that.
wants a woman that he can feel secure with. He said mentally, spiritually, financially. Mentally, he wants to be able to talk to her and
Right.
have a place of rest and
Gotcha.
not talk to her in conversations that gotta always be contentious.
Hmm.
Um, he wants to feel like he's the king.
Okay.
Now, he said he did break that down because
Hmm.
overly utilized. He said he wants to know that castle, the queen lives there, the king lives there, and she appreciates all of his hard work. Because my brothers
Definitely.
very, very hard.
Definitely.
Both of my brothers do.
Hmm.
So he wants to feel like when he says something, he wants to do something
Hmm.
that is something that's honored versus something that has to be fought against all the time. He said spiritually, he would love a woman who is spiritual, who understands. They can read the word together. They can even research what
Okay.
they don't understand, and they can pray together.
That's
But
what's up.
some type of spiritual base. Um, he says that one of the reasons why people look elsewhere, side relationships, is because there's something missing.
Oh
He
yeah.
said, as a man, you should communicate what your needs are and
Just
try your
communicate.
hardest. He said, unfortunately, there are some who try and try and try, and they end up turning to somebody else. So
Hmm.
having a woman who is understanding is also very important to him.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go to some of the comments. Arnold says, I'm older now and I can do without sex, it's up to her. But what we're asking though is when it comes to women as
Right.
men, what do y'all want besides
Besides
sex?
sex, right?
Right. So what is it that you're looking for in a woman
Mhm.
besides sex.
Right.
And Sean says, "Hey, Sean."
What up? What up, cousin?
He says, "Hello. So welcome. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who has shared. Arnold, thank you for sharing. Thank you for you all who are chiming in, and all of you who are watching.
Yes.
So, what's something else, man, that you all are looking for besides sex? I had some other comments that came in that said they are looking for somebody that they could trust.
Mhm.
They could trust
Communication.
telling their feelings to when they come home after a hard day. They
Mhm.
can trust that I can tell you what's going on. You don't throw it in my face or see me as a weaker man after. What
Right.
do you say about that?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely want to be able to, like, just like when I ask, ask my wife, how was your day? So I want to be able to come home and you ask me that, so I can sit there and let you know what's going on with me as far as how my day went, as far as
Yeah,
the job, or just my regular mental stage. At that time, and be able to feel comfortable with talking to me about it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Let me
yeah,
know that we can share that. You can share that with me and help me deal with that during this afternoon or whatever it is, the time of day. Because you
yeah,
want that. You want that support.
yeah,
You want that. You want that continued support, and you want it to be just as even as the same as when I come to you and you
yeah,
need it. So
yeah. I had one guy tell me, I want to know that I can lay my head in her lap and fall asleep and I'm not worried or concerned. I said, what does that mean? I lay my head in her lap, that means I trust her.
right. Oh
That
yeah,
means it's a
definitely.
soft place. I can go to sleep with my wallet on my chest. I'm not tripping.
He said while on his chest.
On his chest, he said, I'm not tripping. So to him, to be able to trust you in those
Right.
areas is important.
Right.
Also, another one was support and safety.
Hmm.
And I was like, safety, because you don't usually hear that from the men, you hear that from the
Right.
women.
Right.
Listen, I want to know she got my back, period.
Mm.
And that includes safety. So Sean says communication. Sean, that was one of the biggest things I heard from men
Oh yeah.
was the communication.
Being able to talk. Yeah. Being able to to discuss things and feel comfortable with discussing things and feel confident about what we're discussing, and that you understand me and I understand you.
Yeah, yeah. And Carl, thank you. You want to read that one, King? Welcome,
Yes,
Carl.
looking for stability and faithfulness. Definitely,
Ooh,
yes, definitely a stability,
wow.
faithfulness, but it's definitely want that stability where I don't know if she's used to going and coming. You know what I'm saying? Because what's been unstable in her life, but men want that stable. We want that once we get to that level of understanding what it is to be in a real relationship, and we're
Mm-hmm,
tired of the playing games. We
mm-hmm,
want that stability in that woman, that we ain't got to worry about. She's doing this, and I got to go here and I got to do this. Like, or this person comes before me. I'm like, hold up, hold up. If we're gonna be about our business, I got you and you got me. We first in each other's lives, then we go outward. Especially if we
right,
serious about, especially if we're in a marriage. And I think a
right.
lot of women don't really understand, just as well as men, that that's if you being the man you're supposed to be, and she being the woman, y'all are each other's priority. Everything
Mm-hmm,
else falls second.
mm-hmm.
I don't think a lot of people understand that, but I mean, I make sure in my marriage, my wife is first. Period. I make sure she's taken care of on all levels before I extend myself out anyway.
That's
You
good.
know.
Carl, I would like to ask you to expand on your definition of stability and why that is important to you. I heard from a guy that he didn't use the term stability, but he did say consistent. He wants consistency.
That's
So I'm
good.
not sure if that's
Always.
the same for Carl, but I would love to hear what that means for you. Yeah, he was like, I want consistency. Like, I want to know if I have to work overtime, if I have to be gone, whatever, my wife can hold it down. Like, the kids are still being fed. When I come home,
Hmm.
I can eat. And it's not that those are the gender role things he wants in a
Right.
relationship.
Right.
Because if he was at home, he would make sure that those things are, but he wants the consistency. And the faithfulness was huge. I think that's huge that Carl
Yeah.
said that. He
Yeah.
wants a woman that is faithful.
Hmm.
That is really, really huge. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I won't mention any names though. I know an older couple in my family, and I talked to them years and years ago. And even though he had stepped out,
Hmm.
he was requiring her faithfulness.
Mm. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I was a child at the time. Well, not a child. I was younger than them, of course, but I
Right.
was teenage years, right?
Mm.
So I didn't know how to ask how that work.
Yeah.
How that work. But on that subject, excuse me, as I said earlier, be what you want, right?
Hmm.
Be what you want. If you're expecting someone to be this for you, you have to be that same thing for them. Otherwise, you're inconsistent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
For pretty
on
much.
that
Yeah.
same court show you were talking about, I've seen a
Yeah.
couple. He
Hmm.
got so angry because she went and had lunch with her ex,
Right. Yeah. I
but
remember
he
that one.
was with all of the
All
baby
the women.
mamas.
Exactly.
Wasn't
Craziness
coming home and with all the baby mamas, and he wanted to end the relationship. I mean, excuse me, the marriage
with
because she
her.
went and
Yeah.
had lunch with the ex.
Yeah. That's crazy. You
How
can't.
does that work? Who does
Can't.
that?
Yeah. You can't expect that, bro. Come on. You can't sit here and do what you do and expect her not to step if she's tired of you doing what you're doing and you're gonna get upset about it. Come on.
Well, but you never home because you always
That's
with
what I'm
the baby
saying. That's what I'm
mamas.
saying. That's what I'm
So yeah,
saying.
you're not even at home. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
keep those comments coming in, King. I sent you a message. You might want to check it. Keep those comments coming in. We're going to go on to the next subject. And if you put a comment up about this, we will definitely come back to it.
Yep. Yep.
Thank y'all for chiming in. I want to make sure I got to everything the men said. Um, I think we did. I think we did get to all of them.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Here we go. Carl says some of these women have a good man and they
We
know
don't
it,
know.
but continue to look. Ooh,
Oh yeah. Or don't know how to treat us. Let's be real. Or
ooh.
don't know how to treat us. I mean, I've had women that don't respect the sanctity of how I treat women and the respect I give women because you ain't used to it. My thing is reciprocate what you see. If you see me being good to you, if you see, I mean, it depends on how long you've been with a in a jacked up situation
Yeah.
before me. But still, if I'm doing this every day, I'm showing you nothing but love. I'm showing you nothing but respect. I'm showing nothing but honesty. I'm showing you all these attributes of making a good, showing you that you ain't got nothing but a good man, but yet you still want to be on the survival mode because he might at any time. Like, yo, I don't know what you're used to, but apparently you ain't used to something good, and I need you to take in consideration that if I leave, you're gonna go back to what you used to, and that's somebody that's not doing you good. So I mean, it just like I said, I've had friends. I think I told you about before, Nick, that I went to open the door. I can open the door myself. Like, how you a woman and don't respect the man open the door for you? I don't understand that part. I mean, I don't care if the last dude didn't, but you should respect yourself enough to know that that's a man showing you respect.
So,
Show
question, question to you, to Carl, to all the guys that are listening. If you are in that type of situation or relationship, how do you communicate with the woman that this is what you do and you want her to receive it in the same manner that you're giving it versus giving you all the backlash and all
right.
the neck flying and all that stuff? How do you communicate that?
You explain to them that this is what you deserve as a woman, as my woman. This is what you deserve. These are the basic ways of showing love and showing respect. Me opening the door for you in the car, me opening the door for you going into a building, any of that. You standing on the outside, and if I'm walking down the street, you're standing on the sidewalk. I'm standing closer to the. It's things that show respect, safety, security. These are things that you deserve as a woman. We treat you right because you're the not gonna say weaker gender, but you're the gender that we need to take
You
care of.
coming from the weaker vessel, the
Right, right,
scripture says
exactly,
what you're
right.
saying.
So my thing is, it's my job to protect you on all
Hmm.
levels. So
Hmm.
and even show you that respect. So when I open that door, it ain't about control. It's about what you deserve. This. I want to show you what you mean to me, and you need to understand that that's what that's about. That you deserve to stand at that door and let me open it.
Let me
And
ask you this question. Are you patient enough to teach it where it has not been
exactly,
taught? Because
exactly.
sometimes what if you get a woman that she's never even seen it, let
Oh
alone
yeah,
experienced it, right? So she's so used to grabbing her own doors. She's so used to grabbing her own chair. She got to get there. Are you patient enough to let her do it?
yeah. I taught one.
Or are you frustrated because you get backlash all the time?
I taught one how. I taught one. I'm at that. I'm that type of guy that's going to show you what you need to get. Even if you don't stay with me, at least you'll know on the next one that this is how I'm supposed to be treated. So I don't have a problem showing you. My thing is when you get to the point where you totally overlook it because you've been so bad at whistling. But my thing is open your mind, open your heart to understand
Mhm.
this is how you're supposed to get treated. Period. And I don't mind working with because I'm like when you go to the door and get ready to open the door, and I'll start. Hey, what you supposed to do? And I
Right,
stand there. I
right.
open the door, and as I keep doing that consistent and being patient with you, you'll start get feeling. Because, like I said, one time I slipped up. My wife was like, "Excuse me, sir, you forgot something,"
That part.
and I was like, "Whoo, got me, girl!" And
That part.
ran right around there. open the door. And sometimes, you know, I forget, but very seldomly do I. But in that kind, she caught me on. But it just shows me when she wasn't used to doing it, and I showed her that this is what she stayed up on it. So that's how we are now. You know, that's it's second nature. But I've taught some women that wasn't used to it. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't getting it on a regular. That this is what you deserve. I don't care who you with.
Yeah.
This is what you deserve. So, you know, get used to this, and the next man, make sure he understands. When you come out that door and you stand at that door, you stand there for a reason. And believe me, he understands. If he ain't opened it before you get there, he said you stand there, he know what that means.
Yeah,
and
that's how I taught my sons.
Yeah.
That's how I taught my sons when they were growing up. I would get right to the door and just wait. And sometimes they would walk off and be like, ooh, no problem. I'm gonna wait. And so preferably, because they're grown now, preferably that is something that they do without second thought. When they see a woman going to a door or if they get to one first. So this is great conversation. Let's keep it going.
Yes.
Our third one is I'm so excited to get this answered. So it was why do women sit in the car for a few minutes before getting out and going into the house after they get off of work?
Yes. Let us know. Let the brothers know.
Ladies, shall we share?
Please do.
I'm going to give you one reason to decompress.
I feel you. I understand.
To decompress. I know my kings. I know y'all go through so much stuff, but y'all have no idea what we go through. And I'm not even talking about inside of our bodies.
Right.
Stuff that we deal with in the world, and then you still have to come home. I don't care how you feel, how tired, drained, sick you may be, or even on your cycle or hormones all over the place. Now you got to come home and cook and be mama and be teacher and be tutor and be lover and be everybody's problem solver and their nurse. You just need a decompression and a breather. And then you want moments to collect yourself, because what you don't want to do is go in the house and cuss the whole house out.
True
that.
Sometimes
we want to get our attitude together because you don't want to take work or whatever may have happened at the stoplight. You don't want to take that inside, right?
Gotcha.
Also, those are our me moments. Let me tell you something. We don't get many of them, because when we go in the bathroom, that's one of our best me moments. And I swear, somebody's knocking on the door. The children, mama, your man, baby. The dog, my dog is always at the door. Yes, so we need a moment that's just ours. I'm nobody's anything in that moment. It's just Nikki. And I want to be the best Nikki before I see you. So let me decompress. That would be one of the reasons why we do it.
Gotcha. Our thing is just let us know. Yes, I have some sit down in the car 30, 45 minutes. You can't call or text and say, baby, I'm outside. Just, just sitting here.
Can I tell you why we don't?
Why you don't?
Baby, I'm outside, just taking a moment for myself. Y'all are going to try to fix it because y'all are fixers. Baby,
Some are. Some are.
What can I do? You can't come in the house and do it. I don't even want to have a conversation with you. I'm trying to have a moment, not explain. Number two, part of why we're doing it is not to have to talk to nobody. Now I got to talk to you. I don't want to do that. Just, if you don't see me crying like I'm bleeding or something, you think she all right. Just
Gotcha.
please let it be. Please. Arnold says, go ahead, Kim.
I never noticed that. I know my wife beat me to the car before me, and plus she doesn't drive. So yeah, I mean, I understand. My wife does it every day.
Well, she might not drive, Arnold, but maybe that's why she beat you to the car.
Yeah, sits in there for a little while.
That moment, yeah. Go ahead, Kim.
I'm just saying, my wife does it on a regular. I'm used to it. Like the other day, though, I had to stop her. I just said, hey, you might want to cut the car off because the radiator fan it keeps going and dropping off, and you can wear it out. I said, so if you're going to sit in the car, at least let the windows down and cut the car off, you know what I'm saying? I said, because she was out there by 45.
You were a man. You fixed something.
No,
you
but
were a man. You were a man.
I got you. But I mean, it was about the car, though. It wasn't about her. It was about the car.
But you still were trying to fix something. You could have just gave her that. It's probably hot.
No.
Maybe she wanted the air on.
Gotcha.
But again, y'all, and I love y'all. Y'all gotta fix everything. I try to have a conversation, right, with a man in my life. I call him my godfather. Such wisdom. And I'll start off telling him what happened. Before I get 3 words out, he's fixing it. I say, Daddy, stop. You're being a man right now. No, but all you got I haven't even gotten to the problem yet. Stop trying to fix it. So
Right.
don't fix her. Give her that. What is, let the radiator fan blow? Get a
But
woman a break.
but see, Nick, only reason I said that because you can wear the radiator fan out where
By
it can.
sitting outside in your car.
Yeah, because it goes. This motor, the motor's turning because what it does is it's cooling off the air conditioner, cooling off the engine because it's getting hot. So what it does, it revs up for a little while, then it goes down, then it
Ken,
goes back up.
You can wear your TV out watching sports all day too.
That's if you leave it on all day. No different.
You're watching sports all day.
I don't watch sports all day, so I
Okay.
don't fall in that
But you,
category.
okay. The point is give it to her. Give her that. Y'all, if your wife is outside trying to get a breather, think about all the stuff that she deals with. Give her that and leave her alone. Leave her alone.
I guess I don't mess with Nick, believing that was the only time. Out of all the times she did, that was the first time I ever said.
Don't matter. Stop doing it. Don't do it. Don't leave it alone. Arnold says he's still in the house. She going to the car. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's
Right.
a few minutes away from you. Not that
Yeah.
she don't love you. Please stop making it about y'all. Don't even make it about the car. It's not that we don't love you. Sometimes we need to get the hell away from y'all.
I understand. Cause, hey, believe me, I understand.
That
Because
way.
we do the same thing. Believe me, sometimes we gotta get away from y'all. So I do respect that.
But here lies the problem. Here lies the problem.
What's the problem?
Y'all find it a huge something when we got to do it, right? You
Some do. Some
yeah,
do.
you did because you mentioned you had to say something. The radiator.
No, that was just no. All the other times, no, Nick. All the other times she's done it. She sits out there. I don't say a word. That day, I just particularly heard it because it was just going. That's the only reason I said something.
It's okay. It's okay. The ladies are silent in the comment, but
I see that, sir. I see that. So why you ladies ain't talking? What's the problem? I mean, is hold on? My thing is, Nick, is it more than just y'all decompressing? Are you on the phone with your man? Are you on the phone with your ex?
What's up with all of this?
I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying.
You are the living example of why.
I'm just saying. Y'all want to tell us why you sit out in the car? You want to decompress? You want to get away from it? But
to
hey,
get away from the children.
Okay, but you know my thing. I don't hear. You know what, Nick? Only thing right now, all I hear is you. All I hear is you talking. So where's the lady? I'm just saying, other ladies.
Because the ladies are probably somewhere cooking or taking care of their man right now. But it's cool.
You know what? Save that because at your little small numbers are probably ones that's doing that. There's quite a few of them that's probably not doing jack, but then they're on some makeup stuff or doing something like, I don't know, talking and gossiping on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Something
I'm not gonna let you do it because I know what you're doing. He's trying to bait a woman into making a statement. It's cool. I'm not gonna let you bait me. What I will say is this.
Yes, ma'am.
If she does stuff for you and you know she does not get a break often, or you know her day could be stressful, you know you can be a little bit demanding.
I don't know nothing about that.
Give her a break.
I'm not a demanding dude, so I give my way. My wife knows she going to Vegas next month, so she gets breaks. She gets that time. I give her that. I'm just saying right now, women sit, like I said, the majority of women sit in the driveway, sit in the carport, and we just be wondering what y'all doing. So
let me ask you this, because you brought up being on the phone with a man and all that other stuff you're trying to bait with. She's at home at least. She could go decompress and not come back to the house.
Now my wife just chimed in. She just chimed in. So
come home yet. So
Nick,
she's outside.
She just chimed in. She just chimed in. Nick. She just chimed in.
Hold on. She get a thank you because your man is tripping. I'm out there just trying to get myself together, and he knows.
She knows that. She knows I know her situation, so that's not the problem. I'm talking about right now. I'm not hearing from all y'all.
Thank you, because you know when you don't chime in, he go on his little rant. When you chime in, he bring it back in. Thank you. Point is the woman's at home. If we're there, give us, please.
That's fine, and I ain't got a problem with that.
Hey, the tub with the cow gone, so give us the car. I'm just
not saying. A problem. Hey, I ain't got no problem with that. I know y'all need that time, so I ain't got a problem with it. Lord. I'm one of them brothers that ain't got time. They ain't got a problem with it. I can
radiator. Hey. Next one, go ahead.
Okay. What did we have that kids need more of these days?
Ooh, a whooping.
That was first and foremost.
Ooh, discipline.
Yes, indeed, and also
boundaries. Okay.
Responsibility.
Ooh.
Responsibility, because they ain't got none. They don't have. Yeah, they ain't got none. They ain't got none. Just none. You know what I'm saying? We came home. What we had to do? You make sure you took off
A
the plates.
whole list of
You
stuff.
and it's, you know what I'm saying, you take off the clothes, your school clothes, okay, put on your little play clothes. Then you handle what? Your homework or whatever, and you had them chores to do. Responsibility. These kids don't know nothing about that. First thing they want to jump on is a game or go outside and go down to their friend's house. All
Hold
that.
on, wait a minute. What y'all going outside? I don't know that. Okay, so
No, I said go down the street. No, no,
hold
said.
on. Okay, I was
I
gonna
didn't say
say
go
because
outside and
these
play.
kids
I didn't say
that
go
want to
outside.
play when I record,
I said go down
I
the street.
rarely see kids outside playing.
I said go down the street and go to their friend's house and play. No, I ain't go. Oh no, you don't see them outside.
So how
That's what I
about
was
we add
saying.
that to the list? How about they go outside and go play?
They need,
No
yeah,
electronics.
no
Just
electronics.
go make
Out
a
to
game
play.
with a rock like we did.
Exact something. Go out there and congregate. Y'all come up with something. Red light, green light. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on,
Hey,
dodgeball, Mother
dogs.
May
You know what I'm
I,
saying? Hey, hot peas and butter.
hide and go seek.
Hot peas and butter. Go get your supper.
That part,
You
hopscotch,
know,
jump
hopscotch.
rope,
Hey, some jacks.
chase me. Oh, now see the jacks.
I'm
I
just
am the
saying.
jack queen. I am
They,
jacks.
oh, you think you're the Jack Queen? I'm gonna let you know. I can play too, baby. I can
Undefeated.
play
Well,
too.
you're not a queen, no. You can be the king. But I'm undefeated. My
Gotcha.
mama says you're not saying anything, King. Let it go. That's when you was talking about
Right.
trying to bait earlier. Chiquita said parents. Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
true. That
definitely,
is
yeah,
true.
especially two, yeah,
With the S, yeah.
especially
And
two,
then two, unfortunately, a lot are being raised by other people, family
yeah,
members, grandparents, and the
right.
grandparents. They tired. They did their thing.
Well,
All
that's what
right.
we
So
said, Big
Sean
Mama,
says, "Big mom."
Big Mama, yeah, to my grandma. I mean, you know, what I'm saying, my thing is, if you had one that could teach you like we had. Now, like you
If
talking
you
about our
had a
grandmother,
mama, Medea,
we had a
Big
grandmother that
Mama,
we learned a lot from, you know, but we still had our parents. So that's what made it that much better. But we had discipline, we had structure,
that
we had
part,
responsibility. You
that
know what I'm
part,
saying? We had stuff like that that made us what we are today, as far as respecting. You know, and
mhm,
we had a village. We had a neighborhood
that
that had a
part.
village. You know
And
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? I'm still villages. Yeah, I
Hmm.
put it as to other
Hmm.
people's children. I don't care they're grown. I'm still that.
Right.
But when I was growing up, we had Miss Odell across the street.
Right.
Mama, you remember Miss Odell, right? Miss Odell. We had the Jacksons down on the well, depending on which way you're looking. The
Hmm.
Jacksons on one side. You had people on the side of you. You had people looking out for you
Oh yeah, yeah,
and looking out
definitely.
for your children because everybody knew you worked,
Right.
right? Man, where is that? Where is that?
Yo,
And do we still allow people to tell our kids
you already know that's a
no or what to do or discipline our children?
you already know that's a definitely no. And the thing is crazy. Growing up in New York, our block, the kids still keep in touch. Like I was telling you before, we've been knowing each other since we moved to New York.
Right.
Since 66 and 70. I was about 4 or 5 years old when I met my first friend. We still friends to this day, and we still friends with the people on our block. But like you
Mhm.
said, we had that village where my friend John, his father, Chief, rest his soul, Chief. I used to walk to school with them. Chief used to walk us to school every day.
Yeah.
He walked us to our elementary school, and then was there when we, you know, what I'm saying, when we got out of school. And he stayed down. Like I said, that was my friend's father. But then we had
Right.
people on the block. I used to hang at their house. You know what I'm saying? Took care of Mr. Harper. He just passed away. Hate that, rest his soul. He
Mm.
had two boys, and they were all older than me. But I would go to that house. I'd be in my boy's Kevin's bed. Kevin would get mad because I'd be waiting for his dad to get home. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, but this is what I grew up in. This
Yeah.
is the family that you know, the neighborhood friends and family I grew up that everybody on the block knew each other, and we looked out for each other. They always looked out for me and stuff. So, and that's how it was. But you know, as like you said, as evolution, as people change, you know, people change because 8 times people change, and you don't get that no more. You know, say something to my kid, my pops didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because we already knew. We trusted you to know that you said something because my kid was doing something, and I was gonna handle it when I got home.
That part.
Here, they ain't. Oh, you can't say nothing. They
Mm-mm.
just doing crazy stuff. So that's why you got neighborhoods people don't even know. You've been in the neighborhood 10 years. Oh, who's that staying down there that got hurt or whatever? You don't even know who they are.
Right. And you know, back in the day, we did not have neighborhood watch.
Mm.
Your neighbors
Didn't have
just
to.
watch.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I mean?
it. That was
Your
just part
neighbors
of it.
just watch.
That was part of it.
You can trust people to watch your house,
With no
collect
problems.
your mail and stuff for you while you
Not
were
a
gone.
problem. Feed your
You can
dog.
trust if you were a 2-parent or 1-parent household and you had to work at night.
Yes.
You knew that the person across the street gonna be watching who coming in through their door.
You didn't know?
You know what I'm saying?
For
Like you
sure.
didn't need neighborhood watch organized. It was already
Already done.
someone was a little nosy, but that was a good thing.
Oh
And let
yeah.
me tell you something else that I wish kids had that we had. I wish they had home cooked meals. And let me tell you why I say that.
Yeah.
Because these babies are eating so much processed stuff.
Processed food. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't even know what's in half the stuff in these
Yeah.
fast food restaurants.
This is true.
Excuse me. But my best friend owns a daycare.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's trying to feed them home cooked stuff, some of those kids don't.
They don't want it because
But
they ain't
it's
never
just
had
a
it.
chicken nugget that you
Yeah.
throw in the oven with some
Yep.
fries.
That's
They'll
all they
tear it
know.
up.
That's all they know. That's jacked up, ain't it?
But we wonder why there is, and this is just my personal
Mm-hmm.
opinion. This is not scientific fact. It's just my opinion.
Right.
While we have babies with ADHD, while we have all these cancers, all these different diseases that did not exist years ago, and then while you have these children that don't have attention spans, like what are we feeding their brain cells?
Mm.
A
Well,
bunch of saturated something.
yeah, that between
And stuff
social
that we
media.
can't pronounce. Go ahead.
And I said that plus social media. So when they don't know nothing how to communicate, they don't even know how to talk to each other because they got to have a phone or a social media site to be able to communicate with each other.
And grown people too.
Well, that's true too. I
and
mean,
grown people too. Yeah.
Yeah, but
from your queen.
People don't want villages anymore. They would rather curse you out than thank you for talking to their child. No doubt. Exactly. I mean, I don't need you to help me raise my kid. Well, you ain't doing a good job, sweetie.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do need my help.
Yeah, I mean, really, you really do.
Yes,
You ain't but 25, sweetie. He's 10. Okay, so let's be real about that. Okay, let's understand. You don't know how to raise your kid, so that's why you don't understand. Oh yeah, look, come on. You know it's reality. It's daily reality. So and that's the problem. Your mother, my father, 30, 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? My father was what, 40? My dad was 30 something when he had us. You know what I'm saying? So they was at a point where, okay, I might be a little younger than the average 40-year-old, but I'm not 10, I'm not 15. You know, so you don't have no kid.
Yeah.
So I mean, look at it. I mean, I didn't grow up with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these kids grew up with their parents, treat them like they friends or they sisters and brothers.
Yeah.
Well,
because the parents allow it. And your wife
exactly.
is right about that, babe.
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, like you said about the meals. Please. The only we had a night that we might have got some TV dinners. That's because dad and that's because dad and mom and that's because it either that.
Saturdays, my mama didn't cook.
Exactly, and that's the only reason. And it depends if my dad had to work later, my mom, something to that effect. Other than that, they were cooking. Either dad cooked or my mom cooked or my sister. I had an older sister, and Joyce knew how to cook, so she cooked. So, like you said, now mind you, we were those kind of kids. We wanted to taste something outside the house.
Man, could not wait till the weekend. And you know what was so crazy is now I understand the blessing in it. But as a child, you do want pizza.
What? Think you don't?
It's only so many pizza commercials I would see on TV before. I'm like, dang. However, on those days, my mama or neither one of them cooked, and I think they both worked really, really hard.
Gotcha.
As a parent myself, I'll never forget when I was going to school and working. I think I hit Church's Chicken probably 3 times in 1 week. So my kids in the backseat, and my oldest son was like, "Mama, you feeling all right?" I was like, "Yeah, why? You don't feel like you want to cook?" And I was like, "What you mean? We want a home cooked meal. Like we've been eating Church's." I think one day I rolled them by McDonald's because my schedule, and I was like, dang, when was the last time I cooked? Because I got just that busy. Right. My kids was like, so you good? You don't want to go in the kitchen and go cook something serious?
No.
Like, no cap, seriously. So when I would make beans in a crock pot and roasted something or whatever, my kids would tear that up. Now, I can understand the flip side. They wanted home cooked meals.
Oh yeah.
Right. Like, okay, we're gonna give you a couple of days to be busy, but after that, what you need. So yeah, but I wish kids had home cooked meals. I really wish they could eat much better than what they are. And I'm gonna also say I wish kids had more patience. These babies get so frustrated so quickly because they watch things and everything is so instant. So they want everything instantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so when they have to wait on something or actually work hard for something, oh, Jesus.
Oh, work, please.
Way more patience.
Did you say work? They don't want to work. So
no,
they don't want to work. So that's not even. I mean, they feel like they're supposed to be handed to them. You know what I'm saying? That this privileged part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, yo, you're entitled. What you mean entitled? I don't know what title means. I don't know what that means because I didn't get title for Jack. Yeah, the title. But entitled? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember going outside pulling weeds. Okay, I know working the garden when I moved down here. Nancy, my grandma had a garden, and I'm thinking my Saturday's gonna be mine because Monday through Friday I'm going to school. No, Saturday morning she want to go get in the garden. So what means I gotta go with her down to my dad's house and go get in the garden. I said, y'all kids don't know what that means. Y'all
Mm-mm.
understand that part. I said, but now,
Mm-mm.
do I regret it? No. I said it taught a lot to me. It taught a lot, you know what I'm saying, of different work ethics and different things. Even though now I don't like to do it and I don't
Right.
have to, but then I understand character,
Mm-hmm.
standards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Being able to feed myself. I can go out there now and get some soil and make a little field and know how to grow something if I'm going to.
Right.
Because I
Right.
learned a lot. I still remember what grandma told me how to do that and rows and stuff. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just the point I learned that. These kids here, they don't even know they didn't know what the phone looked like, a regular phone, old school phone. So I'm like,
Listen. So
so,
I watched God dog it, what was that show? So the show says to ask children
mm,
to give you the symbol, for a phone.
right.
So all the kids under a certain age do this. You ask an adult, show me what this what we do,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That that was so telling, because if
Yo,
you just walk up to a child and do this, they have no idea what that is. And when
yo,
you tell them, oh, this stood for phone, no, this stands for phone.
yo, some stuff that you can kind of say to them, they have no earthly idea.
None whatsoever. I will tell
None.
you this. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up. And y'all replay or watch it now. What are some of the
Yes.
things you wish that children had today that you had but they don't have now?
Hmm.
So the patience thing, learning how to wait for something.
Right.
So Christmas was the time you got anything new. I don't care if you needed a coat, a scarf, some gloves, but you waited for
Yes.
Christmas.
Yes, you did.
Right
Yeah.
now, everything is when you want it, you get it. You order it, it comes to your door.
Hmm.
You can use your credit card to go get it. But when those parents were working and they had to save up for that
Yes,
stuff,
ma'am.
you had to wait.
Had
The
to wait.
anticipation is not even there. The list, the kids could give you a list a mile long of what they are expecting
Expecting.
you to have and get mad if it's not underneath that tree.
For real. For real.
Child, we were happy with some gloves. Anyway, King, your final thoughts on any of the topics today or whatever it is you want to say?
Okay, y'all. Y'all know, hey, right off the bat, that coming home the next day. Honestly, fellas, just sitting just a FYI. Don't try it. If so you got a nice house, you got a nice
Ladies, don't
home,
try it either.
you enjoy your home. I'm talking about fellas because we bad at that. So if anything, we bad at it. So
I ain't
fellas,
gonna argue with
if
that.
you love your safety,
Mm,
if you love your life to a certain extent, you want to have a place to come rest your head on a daily. Just come on home. Just come on home and don't stay out. And then as far as ladies, we do understand. Believe me, we understand y'all do need that time. And if sitting out in the driveway in the carport is what it is, hey, I got no problems with it because I want y'all to have that. So when you do come to the house, my dinner be good. But anyway, just playing. But and then fellas, there's a lot about women that we like, just not just sex. Believe me, there's so many other things that make the marriage, that make the relationship a whole lot better than just the sex. And my thing, I always had a problem. I always had this in my mind, in my psyche. After sex, if I didn't have nothing to talk about and we didn't have nothing to talk about, I was cutting you off anyway. So that right there told me you had to have some kind of context. You had to have some kind of depth about yourself. I mean, because like
hmm
I told you, sex is just that action of that connection. But if we ain't got nothing to talk about, we ain't got no conversation. You know what I'm saying? It gets kind of old. I mean, you guys had something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean just how good it was. Tell me something. Give me something to go on. So hey fellas, we know there's a lot more to women than just that, and we need to let them know that so they can stay in tune with us, and they can understand that we don't just want sex. And like you said about the throwback, yo, my thing is all the things that we said about what I'm saying, these kids, if they had all that, believe me, we'd be looking in the mirror. We would be looking in a mirror if they had half the stuff we had. And I feel that some of these parents, if they understood just the village part, how better your kid to be off, how much
Right.
relief that'll be off for you that your kid will be in good hands and not have to worry about them dying in streets because they're just out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Because I mean, you look at us, me and my cousins, what I'm saying, besides maybe some illness and stuff, none of us out on the street here, we 50 years, 40 years plus. You got some kids never made it past 15, 16, 17 and their parents ain't but 30 years old stuff. Why?
Right.
Because them streets. So,
Right.
if I could give that back, if I could show them, that's exactly what I would do. Everything that I grew up
Mhm.
knowing and people in my life and how things was, if that could get some of that, you'd be surprised how your life and your childhood could be. So with all that being said, I appreciate everybody that logged on today, everybody that gave their comments, that see my video, which y'all gonna see more of. So my girl's always getting on me about promoting, And I told her, I said, hey, I'm gonna step up. And today I stepped up, did a video.
Yes, he
So
did. Yes, he did.
y'all gonna see more videos of me letting y'all know what our topic is gonna be about, because I'm a lot easier with the screen and talking with the video than actually putting it down. So y'all gonna see more of that when we promote. But other than that, y'all have a great week, a great rest of your evening. I love y'all. The king is out.
Thank you so much, Shakita. She said, great show tonight, y'all. I love the topics, and thank you so much
dear.
for chiming in. My last word is going to be everything that we discussed tonight boils down to this: be what you want. You want respect, you want communication, you want loyalty, you want faithfulness. Be that. Be what you are requiring. Don't require what you're not. Don't require what you're not willing to be or to give. And we love to leave you guys with the word of the week, or with something for the week to kind of take you till next week. And it's going to be what I just said. Just be what you want, right? And then when it comes down to these babies, I wish they had a lot of love like we had as well. I wish they had time like we had as well. It's not too late. It's not too late. Listen, we're not harping on anybody. We're not coming down on any parents. It's not too late. With that being said, we thank you guys so much for tuning in, for sharing, for commenting. Thank you for all the messages in my DM on these topics. Thank you guys for sharing. And as always, queens and kings, keep reigning. Until next week, love you guys. Yeah.